Have you ever been in a relationship where things just stop? Not because you fought or something dramatic happened, but because suddenly there's silence. You know, the kind where nothing is said, but everything is felt. The moments where you're with someone, but it feels like they're a million miles away. I've been there, and let me tell you, it's one of the hardest things to go through. It's not just the quiet, it's the emotional distance that comes with it, the uncertainty, the frustration, and you're left asking yourself, what happened? It starts small, maybe your partner gets quiet for a few hours, or they seem distracted, and you try to give them space, thinking it'll pass. But when it doesn't, and days turn into weeks, you begin to wonder what's really going on. The communication starts slipping, and you feel like you're walking on eggshells. The silence isn't just a lack of words, it's a lack of connection. And that's when it hits you. Something's off, but no one's saying anything. I remember a time when the silence between us became unbearable. I kept asking myself, what did I do wrong? Every time I tried to bring it up, it was met with indifference or avoidance. It wasn't anger or shouting. It was this cold, almost unnoticeable distance. It felt like they were shutting me out, but I didn't know why. And that's the worst part, not knowing. The mind starts to race, creating all kinds of scenarios, all the possible things you might have done wrong, but no one's talking, and the longer it goes on, the harder it is to break the silence. You start feeling isolated, even though you're sitting right next to the person. The thing about silence is that it's not neutral. It doesn't just stay quiet. It starts filling the gaps between you and your partner, making everything feel strained. You can't have a relationship without communication, but when that's taken away, it leaves you feeling helpless. You begin to doubt yourself. You question everything you've done together, and you wonder if they even care. And it's not like you want to argue or fight. You just want to understand what's going on to fix whatever is wrong, but you can't fix something you don't even know is broken. And that's the frustration of it all. Eventually, the silence creates more problems. You stop trying to talk because you feel like you're only met with walls. It becomes exhausting. You start avoiding each other because you're both afraid of saying the wrong thing or making it worse, but that avoidance only deepens the divide. The lack of communication makes both of you feel more disconnected, and the longer it goes on, the more it feels like the relationship is slipping through your fingers, even though you're still right there with each other. So how do you break the silence? How do you fix a relationship where no one's talking and everything feels stuck? You want to approach the other person, but you're scared of making it worse, of pushing them further away. And part of you wonders if it's even worth it. Maybe this is how it's meant to be. But deep down, you know that if you don't do something, this silence will just keep growing until it becomes a wall that's impossible to tear down. The question is, how do you reach out without feeling like you're begging for attention or affection? What I learned from that experience was that silence speaks louder than words. It shows the emotional distance that's crept in, and it's a sign that something needs to be addressed, whether it's a small issue or something deeper. It taught me that even when things get tough, communication is the foundation of any relationship. If you're not talking, you're not connected. It made me realize that sometimes you can't wait for the other person to come around. Sometimes you have to take the first step. Breaking the silence doesn't mean confronting with anger. It means reaching out with understanding, saying, I'm here and I want to work through this with you. If you're going through this right now, sitting in silence with someone you care about, wondering how to fix it, I want you to know that it's okay to feel frustrated, but it's not okay to let the silence destroy the relationship. It's hard, I know, but the first step is to talk. Don't wait for the other person to speak first. It might not be easy, but sometimes you have to create the space for both of you to open up, because at the end of the day, no relationship can survive on silence alone.